Welcome to the fifth episode of Capsule. Let's consume, learn, and excel. A digital series dedicated to enrich your understanding about quality at Tata Steel. Today we will be discussing about three levels of quality. First of all, let's take a practical example wherein a customer manager is asking about the quality of his product to four different customers. Let us see the responses of each customer one by one. The first customer is very unhappy and says that the product doesn't even meet the basic requirements, while the second customer is neutral and says that he is getting similar quality from other sources. The third customer is happy and says she would recommend it to her friends. And the last one is overjoyed as he never expected such quality and features in the product. From all of these scenarios, many questions arise in the mind of a customer manager, and each scenario needs to be catered by different approaches. For getting answers of these questions, we need to understand the needs of our customers. So, is there any formula for success? We don't know. But does the customer knows? Yes, you are right. The customers do know what they want but may not be proficient in describing their needs. The decisions customer make when buying products or services work at conscious and subconscious levels. What this means is in order to fulfill all their needs and be successful, we must understand our customers' need much better than they can articulate them. To further add, customers are only able to give us part of the formula for success. So, if this is true, how can we gather all the necessary requirements to consistently design winning products and services? To add to the complexity, customer needs or requirements varies from customer to customer. Having said this now, can we define what does quality mean for a customer? In general terms, it may be defined as fitness for use. According to Dr. Noriaki Kano, quality is a dynamic concept. To understand this, he introduced the concept of three levels of quality based on customer satisfaction and product attributes to depict three different types of customer needs. Dr. Kano's concept of level of quality suggests that not all attributes of product or service performance are equal in the eyes of customer, and that some attributes creates higher level of customer satisfaction. The first level of quality is also known as must-be quality. Must-be quality of a product or service is built on the basic needs that the customer expect from their sellers and are taken for granted. For example, while buying a car, the customers expect that the car must have a good locking system. Remember, when these needs are fulfilled, the customers are just neutral. However, if these needs are not fulfilled, they are highly dissatisfied. The second level of quality is also known as normal or one-dimensional quality. Normal quality is built on the needs that customer can articulate or express easily and are at top of their mind when making choices and evaluating options at the time of purchase. These are the most visible of the requirements and are easy to capture. Some examples are mileage of a car or battery life of a cell phone. The more of these requirements are fulfilled, more is the satisfaction and vice versa. The third level of quality is also known as attractive quality or delighter. It is regarded as one of the most important level of quality and is built on the needs that the customer do not explicitly express or may not even expect in the product or service. If manufacturers can fulfill these latent requirements of the customers simply get delighted. Attractive quality brings in a wow factor in the products or services. For example, providing GPS and airbags in lower models of cars or providing high-end cameras in mobile phones. Some organizations refer these attributes as USPs or unique selling propositions, since they not only delight the customers but also do not cause any customer dissatisfaction when they are missing, because the customers never expected these attributes at all. Manufacturers must continuously innovate to capture latent requirements of the customers and include the same in their product and services for keeping their offering fresh, unique and competitive. The levels of quality we know today have evolved in the same pace as the businesses around the world. During the 1950s, the businesses were more focused on conforming the basic needs through a good quality control. At that time, the markets were more manufacturer oriented. With the entry of more and more competitors in the market, the business had moved from seller's perspective to customer's perspective, and manufacturers now focused on fulfilling both expressed and basic needs in a standardized manner by introducing quality management in 1970s. As businesses flourished, organizations need to be more customer oriented and must innovate to identify and fulfill the latent needs of customer, which is a need for today and tomorrow. The success mantra for a business can be: number 1, value attracts customers; number 2, quality earns loyalty and respect; and number 3, innovation differentiates from the rest and makes you a leader. Based on the 3 levels of quality, Dr. Kano had proposed his own model. We will elaborate on the Kano model in subsequent episodes, wherein you would find a linkage to what we discussed today. Till then, stay tuned for future episodes. Thank you.